Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tony, and the channel is Tony Talks Cards. And we're going to talk about packs of cards today. Specifically, it's going to be more of a show and tell. If you know me and have seen some of my earlier videos, and even if you know me from the Vintage Wax and Packs Facebook group, you know at my core, I'm more of an unopened pack collector. I've loved buying packs, ripping packs, of course, when I was younger, buying packs, rip them, build sets, but just that pack ripping, pack opening, the wax, the gum in the packs, be it baseball or football, those memories are just really, really deep and ingrained in me, and love the idea of packs having never been opened in 35 or 40 or more years. And still, here we are today, right? And I grew up in a time in the late 80s, early 90s where the baseball and football card collecting exploded, right? Some people call it the junk wax era. Maybe it's retro, maybe it's vintage. I'm not quite sure. But opening packs from the local card store, the Target, the Walmart, the gas station from like 86 to like 94. That's my childhood. I remember that stuff so vividly and love seeing packs and opening packs. So June is actually my birthday month, and I thought, you know what? I saw on a Facebook group I'm part of, an individual was selling a lot of, I don't know how many it was, but for the amount of packs and cards that were in there, happy to pay was like 90 bucks shipped, I want to say, for all these packs. So I want to go through the packs one by one and maybe talk about my memories of the set, the players I see, the racks and wax themselves, and just kind of take you on a little trip of nostalgia for me as I look through and maybe rip, maybe not, I'm not sure. I'll look through some packs from my childhood, and we'll see where this goes. So, different than showing baseball and football cards, but hopefully y'all will stick with me and maybe enjoy this video too. So, without further ado, let me show you what I got. This is an entire box of packs, baseball mostly, I think, from the 80s. Bowman, Topps are in there, various packs. I don't remember what all was in here. I know I bought it with the value, with the idea that the value of it was going to be enough for not for just an entertainment value, let alone an actual value of the cards themselves. So this we're going to kind of do this together. I have not opened up this box besides just the top and seeing that first pack there. So we're going to do a little bit of a surprise reveal and go pack by pack, and I'll talk through my memories of the set. And leave a comment if you guys have similar memories or memories of the players, the set, the teams, et cetera, et cetera. So I will put this aside for right now, and we'll take out one pack at a time. So the first one is 1989 Bowman. This is the reboot of the Bowman franchise. These were larger cards than usual, than the normal Topps cards of the day. First year back, has the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card in it, of course, too. The nice big pictures, the facsimile autograph. And then you've got sweepstakes entries, too. And again, Bowman in 89 also had these insert cards were kind of a throwback to the older sets. So this was a 19 late 40s Bowman, I think Gil Hodges card that the emblem covers up there. So cool, Gil Hodges on top of a rack pack, right? Not many of those out there. The back of these, again, are more clearly able to see who's there. And you got Alvin Davis. And oh, look at that, Tom Glavine. So his rookie card Topps is 1988 Topps. So I'm guessing this is, probably a second year card of his. So, Tom Glavine, pitcher for the Braves, embarking on his Hall of Fame career here, showing on the back of that rack pack. So I will keep that here and stack the other ones on top of it as we go through. So, ooh, the next one. I remember seeing this one. Look at this. 1986 Topps. Got one of my Cubs guys on top, George Frazier. Don't remember too much about him, but I saw this in the Facebook post. Andre Dawson, he's my guy. In an Expos uniform, but still Andre Dawson in the middle of a rack from 1986 Topps, and Tony Gwynn All-Star card on the top there too. Very, very cool. I saw this pack in the Facebook post. This is one of the few that definitely made me think, maybe I can pick this up and keep these in my collection, or maybe even rip them. You never know. So that's 86 Topps right there. The back of these are pretty easy to see who's on the back. You've got Mike Gallego, Steve Balboni, and there he is from Seinfeld fame, but also Cardinals and Mets fame. Keith Hernandez, card number 520 there. So very cool pack there. Pack number 3 will go back to 89. Ooh, 89 Bowman, here we go. Another Cub player, and some guy from the Yankees too over here. But we'll start with the Cubs player. We got, I believe that's Sean Dunston here in a cool fielding stance. Chet Lemon, again, 89 Bowman baseball. And like we had Gil Hodges before, here's a Bowman card of Mickey Mantle. One of those, cheap, of course, not worth anything, but inserts from that 89 Bowman set. So again, how many times you see a Mickey Mantle card on top of a rack pack there? So very cool there. On the back, we've got Terry Pendleton. You've got Jamie Quirk, I think it is, and maybe Yvonne Calderon. The backs of these cards always were almost too busy for me. I mean, you've got the breakdown of statistics between at bats and hits and runs and doubles and triples and home runs, and at the top you've got the teams. So it breaks down the season statistics between each team they played. It was really busy and almost kind of too busy for me as a kid, even who loved numbers and stats. But yeah, I'd forgotten about these. That's what the backs look like on these 89 Bowman cards. So cool. I'll put the 89 Bowmans maybe in one little pile here for right now. A few more Bowmans to go through here. We'll go through those pretty quickly. We've got another, look at that, Ted Williams on top of a rack pack. Again, it's all an insert. They aren't worth much, but still good to see Ted Williams, all those faces behind this emblem here on this rack pack. Got a Cardinal there. Is that Corey Snyder? Maybe. Got him on top of that. On the back, we've got Mickey Hatcher. And again, if you're a pack guy like me, you know to kind of press some of these things to see if you can gently see who those players are. Mike Marshall, I think. And then the big cat, Andre Scalaraga, on the back of that pack too. So that is pack number 3, 89 Bowman baseball. Looks like one more Bowman at least for right now. Again, this is all a mystery to me. I just saw a couple pictures on the Facebook site, knew there was a bunch of packs, didn't see all what was in there. So we're doing this live. I am seeing this for the first time too and kind of experiencing all these packs and want to take you along for the ride. Hopefully you enjoy. Here we go. We got a second Mickey Mantle rack, 89 Bowman, of course. I think that's Ron Kittle. Again, being an open pack guy, you got to kind of press down here. I think it's Ron Kittle. Yep, get that plastic close to the card. And then Orioles, I don't know who this is. Others probably do. I'm not going to try to guess at that right now, but no one I recognize right now. But some of y'all may in the comments. So rack pack there. On the back, we have Oral Hershiser. Definitely, if you were around in 89, in the 80s and 90s, you knew who that guy was. And great pitcher for the Dodgers. Cecil Espy, maybe. And then maybe Randy Milligan, something like that. So cool. Well, there's 489 Bowman racks there. And then a lot of you who are, I feel like all of us who were born from like 1977 to 1982, like that, those 5-6 years, this next set like encapsulates or has a core memory. It rents space, rent free, right, in our brain because of the year, the stars, the players, the border, the set design. It's none other than 1987 Topps. The wood grain design. I mean, I never bought these as a kid during that time. I bought them later after 87. But seeing friends and cousins who had these cards, and again, this one's kind of ripped right here, right? So not all these are perfect. They aren't going to go and get, graded or be worth a lot, but just for the memory of them. Got a Juan Samuel, Bill Swift, and Glenn Braggs on the front. Again, this set is so just notable, right? Yes, sure, certainly it harkens back to 62 Topps baseball, but just, you had Bo Jackson, you had Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco, Will Clark, Kevin Mitchell, so many guys in this set who had the rated rookies, not rated rookies, I guess Topps All-Star or rookie denotations to them. We all thought those guys would be in the Hall of Fame by now, and none of those guys are. So very interesting. We've got the ageless, I think, Julio Franco on the back, Ernie Camacho, and 86 NL leaders and saves, Todd Worrell for the Cardinals. So very cool there. I'll put that in an 87 Topps, I guess, pile for right now. See what else we got in this box. More 87s. I know, a Hall of Famer on top of this one. I know one guy in the YouTube group will love seeing this one. I'll let you guess who, and maybe he can make a comment on this video. Turn back the clock. 1982 Topps Ricky Henderson. Look at that. I love the 82 Topps design and having Ricky right on top there. 5 years later, turning back the clock just 5 years to 82 here. Mark Davis, Bob Stanley. Shout out to Rev Steve's Cards, of course, and lots of other guys who enjoy and collect Ricky Henderson too. On the back, you've got Brad Havens, Mark Portugal, and Ron Oster. So nothing too crazy exciting on the back of that. 87 Topps number 2. 87 Topps number 3. Who do we have? We have Fernando Mania. Look at that. Didn't see that one in the post, I don't think. That's cool to see that pose from Fernando Valenzuela there. Pete O'Brien. And you've got Dave Henderson. On the back, we have Tony Walker. I do like that name. Kurt Ford, not Kurt Flood. And Tom Hickey, a pitcher for the Blue Jays and Rangers early in his career there. So very cool. Very cool 87 Topps. We got many more coming, guys. Stick with me. Sorry, this may be a long video, and hopefully you don't mind me talking and rambling on too much about these players, but this is taking me back to the Beckett price guides and just seeing these in stores, you know, in retail establishments, card shops. Yeah, there we go. Who's on the back? Andy Hawkins, Randy O'Neal, and Mario Soto. Yeah, being a pack collector, I don't know. Some people, I think, love ripping the packs to find the stars. I love to complete the sets too by ripping the packs. Some people want to look for the favorite team, favorite player, star or not. Just the memory of seeing these types of packs in a store on a Walmart or Target shelf to be bought unopened. The mystery of, who's behind Ron Kittle? Who's behind Mickey Mantle? Maybe it was Ken Griffey Jr. Maybe it was Will Clark. Maybe Jose Canseco. Who knows? They were all priced the same, probably $1.50, $1.29. These may have gone for, an 89, give or take. So the mystery of who's behind these things was really interesting to me, and why I have a good memory of them. And just imagining after all these years, they definitely made a lot of these packs. They definitely made a lot of these cards. They were produced in a lot of quantity, way more quantity than this original Bowman Mantle was, of course, 40 years before that. But just love these kind of sealed designs for some reason. So that's what makes me unique as an unopened pack collector too, and a baseball and football collector too. So next pack, more wood grain, 87 Topps. Here we go. We've got Mark Eichhorn, Tom O'Malley, and Mike Krukow. Perfect. On the back, we've got Ed Olwine, Doug Drabeck, and Ricky Horton. Very good. What do we got here? More up. The wood grain. The wood grain paneling is everywhere. You could build a house with all the wood grain we have coming out here. We've got Bryn Smith, Mike Diaz, and Keith Atherton. I don't know about you, but I know my grandparents' house, my dad's parents, had a room they built probably in the 80s or 70s, all wood, right? All the wooden paneling inside. It was like a little mini cabin, but not in the forest there. So Jorge Orta, Ed Nunez, and Alex Trevino. Yeah, lots of wood grain in cabins and in people's homes. Maybe in your house, you had wood grain in your bedroom or living room. Uh, Again, harkening back to 62 Topps baseball with their wood grain design, 25 years exactly later. Yeah, so many good memories of this set and the visuals of that set too. We're building a second room with all the wood grain I'm finding here. So here we go. We got Todd Worrell. We saw him on the back of a prior rack pack. He's got that cool Topps all-star rookie in the corner there, which is definitely a sight in top sets from that time. Gary Matthews with the Cubs, Aurelio Lopez for the Astros. On the back, we've got Tom Hume, Lance Parrish, and Andy Van Slyke. Very good. More wood grain? Of course there's more wood grain. Why not? These are all mysteries to me, right? We're doing this kind of live, you and I together here. So 87 Topps. We've got Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer. There you go with the Tigers. Mark Salas, and the all-star insert card of Lou Whitaker. Now, that's actually funny right there. That I thought that was the case. A lot of the 87 racks that I have, and I have a lot of them in a box that I built for a couple projects I'll talk about later on this channel that are unique to Chicago Cubs and Hall of Famers. All of them have the All-Star insert right there. This is the first pack I've gotten in this box that has that All-Star insert near the header of the rack pack. So maybe the other ones are strange, variations, errors. I mean, ultimately, I didn't pay a lot for this, and I'm not too worried about any authenticity. It's just more the nostalgia of this stuff, too. So, Brian Fisher, Tom Lawless, Sammy Stewart. So maybe there's some variations there with tops, but that's the first one we saw there. Next, 87 tops. Gary Ronicky, Benny DiStefano, and there's a Tony Gwynn All-Star insert, 86 All-Star on the 87 top set. On the back, we've got Wally Joyner. He had one of those rookie, I think, cups on the front of his card as well. Tom O'Malley and Clint Hurdle. It is ranking up high with 87 tops in terms of what's in this box right now. So one more, it looks like one more 87 tops. And you can say, go away, no more wood grain, Tony. Tom Brunansky, Ken Daly, Sid Bream. He had that winning run scored, I believe, with the Braves in the 91 World Series. Came around second, third, chugging home and scored the winning run against the Twins, I think it was, when he was with the Braves. So, NL leaders, game-winning RBI, Gary Carter, Luis Quinones, and Bob Sebra. Very good. So the stack is high on 87 tops, but we are changing back to a set I never collected, but I still have a good fond memory of this design of this set. Maybe you guys do too. It is 86 tops upside down. I'll do this the other way. Here we go. 86 tops. Kurt Kepshire. That looks like Lance Parrish. And then another one for my friend, Rev Steve, and any other Yankee / Henderson collectors. Ricky Henderson 85 All-Star insert on top of this rack pack. Very cool. On the back, Terry Leach. Oh, didn't see this one. Tom Seaver. Look at that, Tom Seaver. All of those stats back to 1967. He had an 87 tops card, so it's not quite his last playing days tops card, but wow. Tom Seaver on the back, that's cool. That'll go in the 86, the growing 86 tops pile. The next one. Wow. Okay. This guy must have been a Ricky Henderson collector or didn't like Ricky to give all these packs with him on top. So interesting there. Dwayne Walker from the Rangers. And I don't know who that is. I should know who that is in the Yankees card. Let me know in the comments. I should know, but I just don't have it top of my head right now. On the back, Astros pitcher Mike Scott, Dickie Knowles, and Ron Reynolds. Very good. What else? We are moving up to a new year. Here we go. We've got 88 tops. Alvin Davis. Oh, Cubs manager. Frank Lucchesi. Don Mattingly, 87 All-Star insert. Bob Welch. Very good. Deion James, and the back, Robin Yount. 88 tops Robin Yount on the back of this 88 tops rack pack. And we'll make a separate stack for that. A few more 88s I see down here. Again, these are all new, so let's see what we get. We've got a double Mets here. We got Keith Hernandez on top, John Mitchell, Jack Clark. On the back, you got Ruben Sierra, the Yankees team checklist, Lou Piniella is the manager, and Joel McKeon. Very good. Coming to the end. I like this one. Ryan Sandberg, 87 tops, all-star card there. Tom Treblehorn, Tito Landrum. Mike Dune on the back, Mike Iego, and someone y'all may know. I didn't see this in the post. Barry Bonds, 88 tops Barry Bonds on the back. Very cool of this rack pack. So that's the fun of unopened. I mean, this is kind of right to stop right here, I guess, for a second. That's kind of why I love doing this stuff and why I love buying packs, seeing packs. Is there's a mystery, right? It's like a jackpot. You think about the casino, right? You've got 3 players you can see on the top, 3 on the back. The way my brain works, you've got 792 cards in this set. The odds of pulling a Sandberg is 1 or 2 out of 800 almost, right? So, and they produce so much of this. I mean, who knows what the odds really are, but very cool when stars show up front facing or back facing on the back of these packs. Let's see, another 88. Glenn Hoffman, Steve Bedrosian, Brett Saberhagen, Jeff Ballard, Mark Langston, and Bill Doran. Very good there. What else do we have? Oh, I forgot about these. These are cool too. The seller had some loose wax packs too. They're actually not wax. These are 89 upper deck packs. These are the high series. So again, they have all series in them. A lesser chance to pull the Griffey Jr., I believe, with how that works. So inaugural 89 upper deck pack. We actually got 5 of these. Number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. So there you go. Very cool. Looks like another 86 Topps slips in here. Greg Nettles on top there with the Padres. Stu Clyburn, Andy McGaffigan. And on the back, we've got Bob Forsch, upside down here, Frank Pastor, and Tom Hume. Okay, 1988 back to 88. Dave Anderson, Butch Weiniger, Ricky again. It's like 4 Rickies in this. Jeez, crazy. Bill Gullickson, Chuck Jackson, John Habian. Don't remember him. Let's see. I think you all remember these if you grew up in 1990 and were buying packs with your allowance or birthday money. Odds are you saw these in your LCS or a Walmart or Target. 1990 Donruss. Look at that. Fernando Valenzuela, about 10 years into his career, give or take. Bud Black and Kelly Gruber. Now, these packs, had these puzzle pieces on the back, so you can't see who's on the back of these necessarily. And Donruss had, I think, for at least the first 8 or 9 or 10 years of their Donruss producing sets, you could find these puzzle pieces in rack packs. I don't remember if they were in wax packs or not. Maybe just racks, but you could build a puzzle of like Carl Yastrzemski. Maybe that's who 1990 is, I forget. But 1990 Donruss there. Another 90 Donruss. Sorry about moving the camera a little bit too much. Oral Hershiser, Greg Swindell, and Mike Schooler. And again, puzzle pieces on the back. And then 2 more different sets. The next one, 1990 Fleer Baseball. We've got Fred something. I'm not sure what his last name is. Some guy named Roger Clemens. I think we saw Dave Henderson before. So, and again, Fleer too had stickers. So only can see the top 3 cards on 1990 Fleer. The last 2 packs, thank you all for hanging with me. This is a long video, but thank you for sticking with me and watching it. Hopefully this brings back a ton of memories of your pack buying and pack ripping days back from 86 to like 1991. So last 2 are 89 Donruss. This is the one that had the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie in it too. Gene Nelson, Tony Pena, and some guy named Tom Glavine. Little miscut there. Looks like it's kind of tight on the top there, but cool to see him in his pitching motion there on the front of that pack. 89 Donruss again. Had a puzzle pieces in the back, and I bet you that is Warren Spahn. I could be wrong. I shouldn't say that out loud if I am wrong, but there's the bottom of his face. The top of his face, the main part of his face, eyes and nose, and his hat. That's a strange combination. They all kind of go in order from like bottom to middle to top. So 89 Donruss there. And the last pack, thank you. The last pack, here we are. Another 89 Donruss pack. Jose Lind, John Shelby, and Joey Meyer. So thank you all. That was fun. I bought this on Facebook about 2 weeks ago, kind of waited to open it up. Thought about doing a camera thing, maybe off camera, maybe ripping a couple on camera. Not quite sure yet, but had never done kind of a surprise opening where I didn't know what was in the box. So this was me going through this for the first time, seeing all the stars. Some of them were shown on the Facebook post, so I knew some of them were there, like some of the Cubs players I think I saw before. But this was cool. All this I got for about $95 shipped. Um, some were damaged, so they aren't perfect. Nothing's gonna, pay for retirement. But just seeing all the packs here, and looking at them, and the memories of 87 tops. The beautiful design. I love the black and white borders of this. 86 tops. Um, Bring back a ton of memories for me, and hopefully for you too. So. Thanks for watching. As always, appreciate you subscribing. If you like this type of stuff, love to have you subscribe, comment, leave a comment. Let me know if someone in here you collect, or maybe you collected as a kid, or someone on here brings back a memory for you, maybe a team, a player, a year, a milestone. I'd love to know more about that and share that in our community. So with that, I will turn this off and I will talk to y'all next time. Thanks.